And that is Safari by Watendawili and Shad Mziki. And you heard it right here on Baze Radio. A very good morning to you and welcome to the AM. The very first time you're getting to hear this off of their new album on Route. And yes, it gives me great pleasure to say that the boys are here. Okay, your microphones are still off, Tuli. I see. I saw you. It's tradition. Before you get on the microphone, I have to do this.
And now, make some noise!
Turn up your radios.
I just want your autograph!
For our Baze Radio guest. Stay tuned.
And it gives you great pleasure. It is not a hoax, guys. It is not a joke when I say, what
was the time?
Fellas, good morning.
Morning.
I don't even know I'm saying good morning because y'all late. Y'all's late.
Somewhere.
That's the consolation.
Was it?
I see you. But you guys are okay?
Well.
First of all, congratulations.
Asante,
your debut album. Not only that, this album is charting at number 1. Listen, this is not a daily occurrence. Congratulations, fellas.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
As we talk about projects, I think right now with, short attention spans, would you say the consumption of projects is way slower as compared to singles?
That's such a good question because this is our first album, so we're getting to learn a lot of things now, especially on our end because we mainly focus on our journey, and we've been releasing singles. True. So this is the first time we're releasing an album. So we'll give you that feedback once we completely know how they consumed. But so far, so good. So good. The consumption of the album has been fantastic.
Love that. Yeah. And in comparison to your EP, Double Trouble, that was also the first EP you did as Watendawili.
Yeah.
Israel, what would you say is the difference when compiling an EP in comparison to compiling an album?
Album is different zaidi in terms of how to arrange the songs. Sabu, for the album we had 12 songs. For the EP, Atam Sakiches in shuffle, it's easy because it's 3 songs only.
Truly.
And back to your question in regards to consuming an album and consuming a single ni different. Kaja tupata na msea kwa zile za banze nimeanza kusikia album yenyu niko song number 3. Unapata labda ameanza kuisikia then distractions which is very valid. I mean kuna TikTok, there's so many things, notification.
Truly.
But in regards to compiling an EP and compiling an album, it's trickier, but the whole process is beautiful.
Okay.
I'd say.
On Route, why that name? And I love the little details on the profile. You know, there's the destination, there's the songs, there's the suitcases with your tags, the Woza Gang. Please walk us through the process of why On Route and then what's the significance?
Well, wow, we've just been on a journey, to be honest. We've just been on a journey. We started off as Kaskazini.
We'll get into that.
So ni ya kuonyesha tu yani kusafiri ndo kufika. Tume go through a lot of morph, we've just been morphing and we just realized wow, even our music has been changing.
Truly.
The things we were writing back then is not what we're writing right now. Right now we are focusing on our culture, so if you listen to the album, there's quite a lot of culture. So we had to also remove ourselves from the umtanes, the West Londonness and try find our roots and go back Ushago, so everything has just been a journey. So, we just felt like Enroute made a lot of sense,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
12 tracks. We're about to listen to them here with the gang as we deep dive into more questions. And of course, just get to have a good time, Watendawili style. And as we're getting into track number 2, this is Aus. Is it Aus? Aus. Listen, my French almost kicked in there. I was like, Aus Nyamombasa. Hey. So this is track number 2. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. That is Sianda by Watendawili and J Strings. And you heard it right here on Baze Radio. A very good morning to you guys and welcome to the AM. As we're still in conversation, we're actually talking about how well we know our roots. And this guys are literally giving me a proper Q&A. And let's just say I've passed. I'm like at a solid A.
True.
As for them,
We didn't expect.
Wow.
As was,
Like you said, you guys are born Taos. So,
Bye.
I need to understand, are you in the process of learning Luo or do you actually just speak Luo?
We speak Luo, but if you speak fast, you know those good
Subtitle.
But that's, you literally
we need
sing that way.
subtitles.
So what do you mean?
You know, when we're singing, we have time.
Okay, yeah.
No one is looking at us. The lights are
Record
off.
tena.
We're in the
True.
booth. Atotikirilanla kama no yawa usna inkure mona area.
I would have never guessed I'd been a million years. Even in a million years. But when it comes to fusing your roots and an urban sound, how are you able to do that and to ensure that also the originality of your sound stays clear?
No.
I'd say you depend on the songs, but most times it's a matter of just giving it a chance. Giving it a chance. Soon was an experiment sana. So most times unapata tunaandika kitu, then we're like, that would sound better in Luo. Then we translate it. And we also do our research. Saa zingine tunapiga hata Costa simu. Costa ni
Hey! That's another conversation in itself. Oh my.
Yeah, we have make those phone calls. Sometimes we call them at like 11 p.m. or something. Yeah, bro, tunaandika ngoma sahi. Could you help us with this and this?
That's beautiful brotherhood. I like that. I like that. And also, today's Thursday, so that means of course ni TBT. Why are you confused? Today is a Thursday. Today is a Thursday. So we have to throw back this conversation kidogo too, and we're gonna go all the way back to how your journey started, and that was when you guys were Kaskazini.
Hey, when I'm normal, this. Hey, today was a hey. I see you. Born for this.
Ati?
And so you're born for this.
Period.
I see you.
Let it be known. Let it be known. But as we throw it back, I'd love to understand. Working as a trio is way more complicated than working as a duo. Not say that a duo is easier, but the complexities are a bit simpler as a duo. When it comes down to looking back as you guys as Kaskazini, what would you say for you? What would you say was one lesson that you've learned along the way? And for you, Israel, what would you say you think probably you guys would have done different that you're actually doing now? Who wants to go first?
Mine was what?
What's the one valuable lesson that you've learned looking back from Kaskazini to now being Watendawili?
Wow. You know, most of Watendawili memories I erased. I don't know. I feel like most of Kaskazini memories I erased. I feel like Watendawili was just a very nice rebirth for me. I just felt like we started on a fresh page, on a really fresh page. So I don't even look back on Kaskazini and be like, even when I look back and I bash Kaskazini.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, no one plays any Kaskazini song next to me.
Do you know I was just about to do that? No, I'm backing. I wasn't gonna do.
I will walk out.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. I'd never do that.
It's like we are born again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we are born again. Tumetakaswa.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love where I'm at right now.
That's beautiful.
You know.
That's beautiful.
Good things come in pairs.
Hallelujah. Israel?
Yeah.
What would you say? What is when you look back at your journey from Kaskazini to now Watendawili, what is the one thing that you think probably you would have done different then that you're doing now?
Okay. I'd say if it's not broken, don't fix it. Then also like look at what works. So for Kaskazini kuna so many things ilikuwa na work. For example, we had only one song out, but also alikuwa nakuja show zetu alikuwa naimba lyrics. So hata kuimba lyrics, so ni wild, like we only had one song out. So people used to look at our acoustic videos that we used to post on IG and all of that. Na sai as Watendawili wachekisaka hii kuimba kijaka ina resonate na watu.
Really?
Ina resonate na watu sana. So that's something we've embraced na tunaifanya more. Sababu tulikuwa naona song kama Tumbo, for example, during Kaskazini, that song used to resonate with a lot of people. Yeah. But sometimes we'd be really shy
to perform
exactly. Yeah. We didn't embrace what resonated with people.
Love that. As we're speaking of embracing, coming up next, I Love My Life. Watendawili Costa Ojwang. Love. Actually, this is one of my favorite songs from this project.
Wow.
And of course, we get to enjoy it right here on Baze with the boys. But as we get into the next hour, still more conversation all the way down till 12 p.m. right here on Baze Radio. That is Maovu by Watendawili, and you heard it right here on Baze Radio. A very good morning to you, and welcome to the AM, officially in the last hour of the day, and we're still in conversation as we listen to the new project. And yep, the boys are still here, and as we're getting into it, I'd love for us to talk about writing. First of all, I see you guys go for a lot of writing camps. I think that's a concept that we haven't really embraced as Kenyan artists.
Yeah.
That and having quote-unquote ghost writers.
Yeah.
So for you guys, I'd love to understand what happens at writing camps, because you frequented this a lot. Please deep dive us into what happens on that side of the planet.
Writing camps. So for different artists, they do it differently.
Okay.
But mainly, generally, we like to, if the artist is based in Nairobi, we don't usually like to work in Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah, because Nairobi, someone can call you at any time. Yo, there's
Tokea, true.
So yeah, so then attention ita shift. So we go uko ndani, maybe Naivasha somewhere uko ndani, where we can't move around.
You just can't be bothered.
Ati wapi primary?
Ngege primary.
Primary school.
Okay, that's an inside joke that we are definitely not going to share. But yes.
Yeah, so ndo focus iko A1. Yeah, for some serious artists, there's usually a schedule, a program. Tomorrow wake up time is this time.
Wake up time ni sangapi, please?
Like 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Yani mapema.
Okay.
Like 6 a.m. Alafu maybe workout, breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's usually like a whole team meeting, and then now we go to studio.
Wait, so when you say a whole team, are we talking like you even go down with like producers?
Yeah. Producers, and then there's someone who handles like the upkeep of everyone. So the person makes sure kila mtu ako poa, watu wamekula.
Interesting.
So you just focus
on the music.
Yeah, we're just writing. Yeah.
Interesting.
We're just writing.
That is very, very interesting.
We just want to make sure once we leave Naivasha or wherever we are, the product we have is just
proper.
Tukirudi Nairobi tunaicheza the whole way, and then we're just like, now we have a good album.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I'd also love to understand when it comes to writing your music, like I'd say of most of the artists that I've listened to, especially in your kind of sound, I don't even know how to categorize it. Really Afro Rumba. I don't know what it is. It's Woza. It's the Woza sound. Say less. When it comes to writing your lyrics, first of all, they're very intentional, and I love that about how you guys write your music. But I'd love to understand, apart from, of course, taking your time to listen to the music, rather listen to the beats and write it down, are there moments when you've had to write a song and midway you're just like, yeah, this is just not it? And in fact, even the whole song is just not it. Like, sitaki hata.
Yeah, it happens. Manze, kuna times
Wewe si sana.
mimi si sana.
Really?
I'm saying I'm positive sana.
I love that. Oh,
Butterflies. Album mzima.
No.
Israel ndo ananiambianga tu brother mimi ndo nakushow hiki tu ni kali. Mimi nasema tu hapana.
Why though?
Yeah.
Is it that you critique a lot of your
Yeah. A lot.
Why?
So that's why it's a perfect balance, because him is very positive. It's very, very positive. It's very, yani hata sijaona ukicancel ngoma.
Maybe ikianza.
Maybe kabla giving things a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Yeah,
and
man.
speaking of giving things a chance, you guys stay talking about love.
Yeah.
Atoti sijui amefanya nini.
Yeah.
Achieng sijui amepatikana na nani. There's always just a lot of wahala. I'd love to know what is the funniest relationship situation you have ever been in.
Hey. Funniest ni, what do you mean funniest?
Like,
narrow it down.
The way you take me whatever way you want to take me. It could be funniest in the sense that you see the way he's laughing, he's cutting up for real. It could be funny in whatever direction. Funny in the sense that it was sad, but now when you think about it, you're like, that was actually hilarious. Or funny in the sense that it was a situation you didn't think you'd ever get into. Tell me, what is the funniest love situation you've ever been in? You are unafikiria sana na unaijua. It's on your face.
Zangu ni chafu so siwezi sema.
PG?
You can PG-rize the language, but tell us the story.
The funniest relationship
situation you've been in, please.
Yeah. How do I PG? Nikisema nda sound toxic.
We love that. We love that. The floor is yours.
In respect to all the ladies I've dated, yeah.
Intro.
Yo.
No, but it's not funny. It's not funny if you look at it, yeah. But no, I'll tell you one that's but then nimekuwa toxic tangu mtoto.
That's wild. For someone who says singing about love, that's wild. But okay.
It's crazy by the way.
Please, deep dive us. What's the craziest one?
The craziest one, I dated this girl for one day. Alinikisa kaniuma.
Valid.
Kesho akapiga masimu. Siko manze.
Yo, Mariko in the building.
Unajua mimi nilikuwa nimepractice na machungwa kwanza the whole day nikijua this is gonna be fire.
It's about to be it.
Nilikuwa first kiss manze.
Hello.
Akaniambia so are we a thing? Niko tu
Hizo ni after.
But manze
Yo.
only a day.
Okay. Well, listen, with that reason it's valid. Ata mimi. Yeah.
Ushaumwa?
Hallelujah.
Father, you have saved your children. We thank the Lord that I still have full lips.
Deliverance.
That's all I have to say.
Hello.
We thank the Lord. Israel, let's go.
Alikutafuna kama omena. Story funny sana. Brother unajua story.
It could be funny, it could be sad, whatever the case. Please.
Could be anything. Na ujue wanasikiza.
Funny. Sad.
Amekuwa na mingi sana kama hata.
Story ni mingi.
Aya, go through the files, pick one.
Yo, so ni share like mtu mwenye bado alikuwa na like ex wake. Na ilikuwa
Ilikuwa funny.
Ilikuwa funny. Ilikuwa we.
No, this has to be recent. The way you guys are laughing about this has to be recent.
This is
I mean, a lot can happen in
a few weeks.
A year.
Hey, okay. It's
Yeah.
but rockstar lifestyle, see okay.
To me it was funny.
In hindsight,
But he's changing. Aki fall in love.
Akipenda amependa. We love hopeless romantics.
Infatuated.
Yeah.
Kuna time fulani ame fall in love mpaka unajua cheki. Kuna day tunatembea sasa two boys tokana niambia wa brother huyu day manze ameni confuse hata no one listens to me niko like no one am I invisible? Like what are we doing right now? Kuna mtu ananisikianga hivyo
Nampenda.
anasema sasa umsee yani
Amego. It's gone. He imeenda. Nah, these are hilarious stories. But as we speak on love, clearly hapa there is no hope for love. So you know what we'll say? Bariki wengine. And that is the next track that is coming on by Watendawili as we get into it right here on Baze Radio. One of my faves off the project. This is Watendawili featuring Zinia Manase. Beba is the name of the track and you heard it right here on Baze Radio. A very, very good morning to you and welcome to the AM. Of course, we're still in sesh with the boys. And as we're still talking about the project, one thing I need to understand, like I said, duos is very complicated, but I think when there's an understanding of what you guys like and what you're trying to achieve, it gets quite easier.
Yeah.
But I'd love to understand when it comes down to coming down with the concepts for the songs, to the beats, to what artists that you need to feature on the songs that you've had on the album. Tell me, how do you go about that?
Well, it's teamwork.
Okay.
It's teamwork. There's sometimes, and I'll give credit to Israel, you know, so much. Because there are some songs, even on the album, I was just like, man, I don't feel this song. Kumbe Israel chini ya maji ashatumia mtu.
Oh, bless you.
You know what? Femi would sound dope on this song.
Yeah.
Me nasikia the song has imerudi, Femi is on it, and now it's fire.
It's fire.
So it's basically teamwork.
Love
and there's
that.
some songs where Israel listens to the track and it's just like, I don't feel this track. But mi namwambia bro, trust
It's proper.
me. Let's go. So tunapatiana nga hiyo ako ka benefit. Ukui ati closed off kabisa. We're very flexible.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And also, another thing that I'd want to understand when, okay, I don't want to use this word, but I'm sorry, guys, I have to use it. When we compare the sounds that are out in Nairobi, especially the gang that you guys are in, of course, there's a lot of comparison that comes when it comes to your sounds, the music in itself. When you think of the impact that you guys are making and have made on the scene with just the music that you already have out, when you put this album in addition, what impact do you think it's going to make, and especially enriching the Kenyan sound and the cultural sound in itself?
I'd say grace. Say grace ndo kitu moja kwa sababu one thing that made me and your friends was our taste in music. So nakumbuka tulikuwa what's it called, open mic, and I performed a song by someone called JP Cooper. Na nilikuwa na home mbaya.
So
nimeenda washroom manze kupuliza mapua nini. Then your follows me to the washroom and he's like, bro, unajua JP Cooper? Niko zile za, bro, unajua JP Cooper? JP Cooper didn't even have that many fans. So I'd say with this project, it will give artists grace. So unapata song kama Safari, kitambo, kulikuwa na hiyo story ya indie, and people were like, sing in English, do this, itashika. So what I'd say is it will give artists grace. So when they write songs, just put it out. Don't bash yourself. Don't judge your music before it's out there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree.
Critique is muhimu. Is
muhimu. Uko tu sawa.
Your true colors are showing.
It's important. You get
Yeah.
critiquing your music is important, but not to the extent of not putting it out there.
Truly.
So grace.
Yeah, me, I can assure people on that note, this is a classic album.
Yeah.
This is a classic album.
Excuse you? Yes.
This is a classic album. So to set the bar. Unaona? Midnight Train is a classic album as well. So Enroute iko in that category
it's
of
with the
classic
greats.
album.
Yeah. Love it.
So I just love that for us.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, and I love that for Kenyan music because now every artist wasi chase tu atini banga. Let's make projects.
Good music.
Wasi watasikia 10 years from now.
Truly.
You know? Yeah.
And
Shelf life.
there's something that you've said, Israel, and I think it's good that you've actually brought it up because there's so many, not even artists only. I feel like that's just a thing that cuts across, regardless of whatever you're trying to get into. Imposter syndrome. And it's one thing that has actually stopped very many people from achieving or even just taking a milestone in whatever they're trying to get into. And I'd love to understand for you guys personally, forget even as Watendawili, as Uaya, as Israel, how do you combat imposter syndrome?
How do you combat it? Yeah, you just grace, back to it. I'd say that's one of the biggest things I started this year with. I was like, I'm going to give myself more grace. I'm going to give my music more grace. Nah, it helped me just giving yourself a chance. So you happen. It's bound to happen to every single person.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome is bound to happen. But zile siku kwenye unajengela wakioko zile za I'm a bad man.
You are now.
Yeah, just gassing yourself up.
You do it and you do it.
Yeah, being two people at the same time is beautiful. So we're always equal at the same in terms of mood, in terms of where we're at. We can't be at the same place. So sometimes when I'm low, he's high. When I'm high,
Vice versa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
You feel the same about that?
Yeah. Basically, it happens to me, Maze, quite a lot. But Moju Kumbusha, you cannot jump while you're already in the air. You know.
That's important. Hey, Muhenga tajiri.
Kutumia mfupa.
Mafuta ya Wajaluo, but we thank the Lord.
But you cannot jump while you're already in the air, you know. So hizo masiku za imposter syndrome kwanza, at the back of my mind najuanga this is actually what you need. Show up, you know. And hizo ndo masiku after hiyo siku nimeingia tu nayo nimesema kamba mbaya. No, usiku nasemanga tu after the day is done nasemanga tu wow, I needed that. Hiyo ndo bounce nilikuwa nahitaji, hiyo kujishuku na kuingia na kuifanya. Yeah, so I think it's very necessary and I know it's going to happen.
A lot, of course.
You know? Yeah, but I appreciate, I embrace what's to come, difficult or easy.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. My peoples, we're about to get into the wrap of it, but still more 3 tracks to go, guys. Are we set? Coming right up, this is like one of my faves actually, and I like that, you know, it's very anticipated because you don't know where Femi is gonna come in, but then she comes in just at the right time. But this is Aya playing for the very first time on Baze Radio. Let's get it. You already know when these two link up, it's a party. That is Watendawili and Ben Soul with International, and you heard it right here on Baze Radio. A very good morning to you and welcome to the AM. And as we're about to get to it and wrap up today's conversation, first of all, guys, thank you so much for pulling up. This was so nice.
For having us.
I know I've literally imagined kuskiza. Okay, I'm lying. Kuskiza the album here at work, but by myself. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But my main question is, as guys listen to this album, what would you want to be the biggest takeaway?
The biggest takeaway.
Yes,
I think I already said it. I think I already said it.
Go the tenor.
Actually, go the tenor. As people listen to this album, what you do? This is good music. Yani, appreciate good music. Appreciate music that has been thought out. Yani kizungu poa, thought out.
Yeah.
Music that has been thought out. Yani watu wamekaa chini wakaifikiria vizuri, because when we do stuff like that, we are not just doing it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Unajua, we want to put Kenya on the map, you know. And I know a lot of artists have been doing the same. Artists are investing.
True.
Luya Hit, Charisma, album yake, well thought out.
Fuego.
No. Ben Soul, well thought out.
Truly.
Watendawili, well thought out. Costa Ojwang, well thought out.
Yeah.
So please, as you listen to all these albums, yeah, and as you listen to Enroute, yeah, it's a well thought out project. Na tafadhali to support tu vitu zenye zitatufikisha huko juu.
Truly.
Because that's where we want to take Kenya.
Love that.
Yeah, and we see Kenya.
Global.
Love that.
Yeah.
International.
Okay. Well, that one was right there, so.
Right?
Hey.
Manje.
But guys, before we listen to the last song, which is actually one of my favorites, I love the little snippet that you guys have done, like in the party scene.
Yeah.
I like that. Really
Nice.
cute.
Nice.
Thank you.
As we wrap it up, what are the boys about to get into? I know there's a showcase that's happening tonight. We haven't even spoken about Kodong Clan because today's not the day. But we know that you guys are part of Kodong Clan. First of all, good stuff. Good stuff. So please, other than Kodong that's going down tonight, or for those who know, what more are the boys getting into? What is Watendawili planning? Is there any showcases that are coming? Please keep us on the loop. What's going on?
For sure. First and foremost, Kodong kuna show on the 22nd at K1. Kama una ticket after Kitek.
Hey.
Tickets.
Hey.
On the 30th kuna show yetu sasa. Yeah, tutatolea poster pretty soon. So guys, watch out for that manzet. Kuna show ingine murwa sana, mtajibamba.
Woohoo.
Yebo.
We're excited for that one. But yes, guys, like I told you and like I keep telling you, the culture is culturing. The block is hot because we have some of the finest music artists in the 254 right now. Like I say, Enroute is available on every DSP. Run those numbers up. And of course, support the boys. Pull up to their shows. And yeah, let's just keep the culture moving, honestly. As we wrap up today's session, of course, we have to end with the finest song on this project. Hadi Kesho, because it is a mantra and it absolutely is a bop. Wrapping us up, Hadi Kesho by Watendawili. My boys, what do you have to say to the peeps?
What's up? Keep listening to Enroute. Na guys, we love you all. We love the support metupatia. Na it's about to go even downer.
Hey. That sounds like direct translation ya Kijaka. Who say that in Luo?
Sema na Kijaluo wewe.
Obo pin kendo.
Goodness. please, where can we find you guys on social media to keep up with all the stuff that you're doing? Tuambie.
Kila mali Watendawili. Watendawili. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. Watendawili.
And your personal pages?
Israel Onyach, everywhere.
Yuaya Tajiri, everywhere.
I love that. Wrapping it up, thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hadi Kesho, right here on Baze Radio.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.